Hello guys, your friend to play here, and today we're gonna go on this video. I'm gonna go through the new Skyscraper setup. Skyscraper is one excellent scraping option PlayBox, and I'm using on PlayBox. My initial setup is the script that I gave back in the days 2 years ago when I released the version 1. Now it's already done as a script module and part of the official RetroPie setup, but I'm still using my initial single line setup, and you can find on the RetroPie menu on the visual options the Skyscraper script, which is I just recently updated. It has only 3 options. So the first one is update one, the second one is to do a clean and setup and refresh going over to the step. I suggest avoid the second one because it will delete the custom setup that I have on PlayBox, and then you have to run again the toolkit update to get the latest stuff. Not a problem, it's very easily restorable, so nothing to worry about. And the third option is just how to use it. You have to always exit, as advised, the emulation station, because it will write an XML, the game list XML, and the rest stuff. So for some reason we lost our connection, and because I haven't put the password. So as I said, this is telling you, and plus has the 2 new commands that you need to type. I'm going to show you how to start the custom automated, let's say, scraping setup of the Skyscraper. It's using the Scrape website, like the Scraper with K. Standalone application you can use on your Windows and Linux, and I'm not sure if it's still pending for Mac. This one, the Skraper Standalone, of course, has more options on changing the folders and stuff like that, because Skyscraper has about 80 plus systems hard-coded, and there is on my Discord, on the guides, I have a workaround in case you have, let's say, arcade and MAME for all folders and MAME libretto, how you're going to do all these things. And also the Skyscraper has hard-coded the folder's name that it will create. So by default it will create a media folder and then subfolders called cover, wheels, marquees, and screenshots. What I've done is now you have these folders directly on the ROM system that you're gonna scrape. The folders that are fine, it doesn't matter because it's called cover instead of box art, and screenshot instead of mix art, or videos instead of snaps. Doesn't really matter. The good thing is that the tags in the XML will just use what is needed, and it will be ready once you start your emulation station. You'll see the custom setup style that we have on PlayBox with the box art, and depending on the view you have under the game list or next to the video, or you have just a single big video playing after the box art or screen art. And the other option is for those that prefer, instead of box art, to have the mix art. It has the option to create mix arts by wheel, screenshot, and the cover, the box art. All of this are set up by Lars on the artwork XML. So as I said, to recap, we have the option to do the box art style that we have on the loaded, and we have the screenshots or mix arts for those you prefer these. And what it does also, the script will just clean up automatically and purge all the cast files after we did the scraping. So it does it for you. It will give you an option to continue running and do another one. You don't have to do anything else. The only thing you just request is just the name. So instead of running the whole wizard, basically you just give to these new scripts just the system name that you want to scrape, and it will do the rest for you. So let's see the example. Okay, let's reset the connection, restart the session, and the password is play box with P capital and next. There we are. So the password, as I said, is PlayBox with P capital and B capital. For those who don't remember or don't know. Alright guys, so let's do it. So we go and type P capital, S capital, press tab, it will fill in the rest, and then it stops on the underscore. Now we just type B for box art or M for mix art. We're going to do the box art this time and press tab again. It fills the rest of the command. So you press enter. We have this little info on the screen. I will display a list of all systems. If you can't see the full list, use below keys to scroll, so you can press space, return, or D or Q to go right straight to the input question. And it has to be case sensitive. So I press a key and we see the list, so you can see it's all lowercase. I'm going to press Q to go straight to the question, because we're going to do, as you can see, the NES as an example. I'm going to type now NES. I press enter and it's started scraping. So you can see it's the 3611 and it's done, it's finished. Now if you have some red warnings on the scraping, now I just did the one game we have here, so it's all successful. So if you see, it's from the Screenscraper, as you can see, and if you had a red warning that the Screenscraper it's overloaded and doesn't allow the free account scraping, all you can do is to add your credentials, so you can have all your threads and have a registered account to use it. I'm going to show you where it is. Now we're going to see what we have. We have the script that I have, as I said, because it has to match what we have in PlayBox. Basically, we'll put the box art, the cover art, inside the screenshots folder, and the correct tag will be in the game list. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this is the box art. We'll go back, then we'll go to the videos. We have a video. Nice size, good quality. You see it's 640 by 480. Let's go back. We'll have the wheels. And you notice that the marquees is the same like wheels. I prefer to have, because the marquees, I don't like the marquees that they are in the Screenscraper. So I prefer you have the option to have the wheel as a marquee. So that's why you see the marquee twice. So as you say, like, all of this downloaded automatically for you. And then let's open up the game list. I'll bring it in the screen. So we have, as you can see, the path. I'm using relative paths, not absolute paths. I have the name. It has the image tag that has a screenshot. Basically, when you see image on the themes that we have on PlayBox, it will use the box art instead of the mix art. And then we have the marquee, which is what this is in the marquee, and basically was if you have a Pi marquee set up as we have in PlayBox, it will just use this to be displayed on the top of your marquee screen. Then we have the video. So it's videos, as we said. These things, this and this, we cannot change because this is hard-coded. But as we saw, this is the box art we did already. And then we have the rate, the description, release date, etc., etc. So everything is here. So if you started now emulation station, you're going to see that this is already nice and scraped. Now, if we wanted to have, as you said, as we saw, and I said before, it's the box art. Let's now replace this with the mix art for those that you want mix art. As you can see, the script now is waiting. If you want to do another system, yes or no. I'm just going to press yes. Going back to the same screen. Now, again, quit. I'm going to press. Sorry, I just pressed enter by mistake. I'm just going to do yes again. There you are. Quit. And then I'm going to press type in S. Press enter. Now, ignore me, this is not what we want. We're still in the same script for the box art. So that's a good example. Now I'm going to click no to exit. Or you can press Control C. You have to close all the scripts that we're running. That's why we just have to press N quite a few times. So if you press Control C, we just go straight to the CLI. I might just change this, and then we go to, as you can see, if you run twice, then we have the original, the first one, or if you're scraping something, they already have a game list, then this is your original game list, and it has the time, seconds, and the date, and this is the game list, the original, and this is the new one. So in case something went wrong, you can still have the original. So I have it to automatically back up your existing game list when you scrape. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to go again here. We're going to go to PS tab, and now we're going to press M for mixart tab. So we have mixer. Let's run it. Similar menu. Q. I'm going to put NES. Press enter. So now the new setup that we get the mixart instead, or create the mix art. So there you are, it's done. So you can see we have the further backup and the new game list. So I'm gonna click no here. It go back to the CLI. So let's go and check the screenshot folder. I'm gonna open it up. And there you are, you have the mix art ready. So it will use this. And we can go and see the rest of the folders. Covers is empty. Marquees, we'll use again the wheel, the video, and we have again the wheels. So that's it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. I wanted to make it easy for you. Basically, you just run one of the two commands that you need, the box art or the mix art. It will create all the folders, it will create the game list, it will back up the existing one, and just create and apply if you need screenshots or box art. So if we open up here, you can see it says screenshots, but this file anyway now, it contains the mix art, rather the box art, and the rest. So that's it. And I hope you find this interesting. It's a nice tool. Skyscraper is a nice tool, but I know a lot of people that don't use it, or they just kind of ignore it. But I thought if I simplify things and I do all the configuration ready for you, especially for those that use PlayBox and you like the current setup that I had with Rick, Dangerous and Spire of the Dragon, that we have the box arts and this kind of style, nice and clean, is there. And just to give you an idea, if we go back to PlayBox home, we're gonna go to Skyscraper, and you're gonna go and open up the config INI, and you're gonna scroll down, and you're gonna find the scraping module, which is Screenscraper, and you can see here it has this line says user creds is your user credentials that you registered, and you replace where it says user your username and your password. The user name is just the username. You don't need to put your full email in there, just the user and the password. So this way you can get all the threads that you have and then you click save, and that's it. So I don't need to save this for me, because that's a base release, so I don't want to have any of my credentials, and there's no need to do that. And another thing that the script does, if you go here, you can see this folder is empty. There's nothing else in there, because what it does, it just removes all the cast files downloaded from the Scrape website. So there's no worries. Every time you run the script, it won't keep the local cache. It will just clean it up automatically for you. So you just have continuously clean PlayBox. So that's it, guys. So let's go back to the Samba serve. And since we're on the subject, I want to go through and explain a few things with the actual standalone scraper. Okay, so this is the actual scraper application from Screenscraper.com, and I'm gonna do a quick guide to explain to you how to set up for scraping for PlayBox, what we use currently, or the same way that is set up on Skyscraper. So I'm going to start clean. So I'm going to go to the wizard. Yes, the wizard will override all your current configuration. That's fine. Let's go yes. Okay, so you put your account on the first one, you put your password, and then you click validate. So for example, I have 6 scrape engines, 6 threads here enabled. I go next. So we'll download the resources. It says this step can take a while. Depending on your number of threads, it can take several minutes to finish. So let's just wait. Alright, so here we are. Finally, we got the wizard started. I guess it has different colors here. We'll leave it like that. So let's go. So it depends on what you have. We're going to use this for Raspberry Pi, and this one, if you have folders on your PC, you can do it from there too. I'm just going to use Raspberry Pi. Next. Now it says it's looking for the configurations folder on the Raspberry Pi. So here, what you need to do is just copy this folder path. Just found. Next. And then we need the ROM's path, so we'll go back here, grab that, and that's something I noticed as a bug. It doesn't recognize the path. You have to press another backspace, and then you can do scan. Finds all the systems. 67 decided. It's not 67. I have about 123 at the moment. So we're gonna add manually the rest. So I'm gonna show you how to add manual this one. So the default is the game list, the full mix image, the video, and the screen marquee. So, and this is the path: the go media, images, media, videos, media, marquees. That's not the setup that I want. So we go here, which is the main, the default, let's say, for all systems you want to scrape. So we'll go Screenscraper account. You have your account here again, so you can validate for your agents. Now we'll go the game list. We can leave this as default, so it uses the emulation style game list, and we'll back up the existing and then create the new one. Now we go to and then you can see it goes to the ROM root folder game list. So basically we just create the game list inside your where your ROMs are. Now the metadata you can leave as is, and then we'll go to media, which is important. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove, you click on the thing, I'm going to remove the 4, I'm going to remove the marquee from here because I don't want it. So here it says, like, you know, the video we have in the media videos, I wanted to put them on a folder called just snaps. So you just remove that and you put snaps there. Then we're going to add the extra that we need, click add, and then we go to sorry, we don't want the mix. Let's go to plain image, and then we find the box 2D, the front one, so box 2D, so we can have the box art, and then let's add the wheels too. Last, we'll go again to a normal image, and then we go and find the wheel. If you like these wheels, that's fine. This, I prefer the plain one. So again, here let's go. We forgot to change this. We're gonna go here and we're gonna put that to a folder called box art, and here we're gonna remove just the wheel, so the media folder, and we'll go to a folder called wheel. Now this is done. The miscellaneous, nothing else we need here. And just another thing to explain to you, so you can see this is the tag. The wheels, they're gonna go to a tag called in XML thumbnails. The box art will be in the image, which is gonna be like if it was on the skyscraper, and if you had the mix art. And then the last one, the videos, which is the video. Alright, so if you want to have the marquees also scrapes, so I'm going to add again another art. So we go to a normal image again. So let's find the screen marquees. Here we are, I have the screen marquees. And you can see it says link to from node none. So you click no link and put it back in again, and so now you have the tag marquee. So now we have, and of course we need to change this, and we put it and call it marquee, or marquees, whatever you like. So as we said, we have now the wheels, marquees, wheel, box art, and the videos. So the videos go to snaps, the box art go to box art, the wheel go to wheel, and the screen marquee go to the marquee. Unfortunately, the scraper, maybe we should just post it on their forums. It doesn't have the ability to do what we did in Screenscraper, to have Skyscraper, to have the wheel art as a screen marquee. So because if I do change, let's say to the wheel, the marquee stays here. As you can see, the path changes, and the moment I'm going to type marquee, and click on it again, it just changes to link from node none. If I go back here and do that, it doesn't do anything. So we're gonna have, in my understanding, still the marquees displaying as well. So basically there's going to be a manual workaround for this. If you want that, you can make a tag marquee, and or replace the wheel and in your game list, and just go and replace and call it, instead of thumbnail, replace with marquee. So anyway, let's go. I'm going to remove that for the time being. So this is, as you say, is the global setting affects all system unless they explicitly use specific configuration. So that's why you see everything grayed out. So if I want to scrape anything of this, it will just use the global setting we just set. Now I want to go and add a new system. So for example, I want to do ordinateur, means like, computer. So I'm going to go and add Archimedes. I want to click OK. And here, as you can see, is the default settings for doing Archimedes, and snap folder. If you want to change this specifically, again, will blah blah blah, it has all these things. So we need the default, that's all I need. I need the video, the box art if existing, to be frank, and the hedgehog. So if there's no box art or it's very hard to find for Archimedes, basically you can go here and then remove the box 2D and just replace it with the mix and create a 3 or 4 images mix, whatever you want to say. So I think the 3 images is fine. If you want to use the mix, it will be the same style, almost like the Skyscraper. So this is this, and then you just press the here the button to run, and it will just scrape your specific system. And as you can see, Archimedes already added here. So that's it, guys. I hope I helped you understanding how to scrape with Skraper, and how to use and apply these settings so you can match the rest of your PlayBox setup. And now we know and have this automated system with Skyscraper. So if you like it and you want more videos like that, please like, subscribe. It really helps. You're all welcome to join the Discord. Again, link is down in the description. I have all the guides over there. I keep posting things as they come out. And again, all thank you very much for your time. Bye bye, guys.